Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. This is Muhammad Atif and this is the summary of today's lesson. Today we started lesson 4, unit 4, English student book, page number 56 and 57. And today's topic was favorite things. Before we started the lesson, I displayed the lesson objectives with the class to understand the goals of today's lesson. So these are the lesson objectives. Speak about the food people eat during celebrations, then read about traditional symbols and pancake day, read a recipe, then write a description of a celebration, and critical thinking, problem solving, and language focus, adding information. We use the words to add information like both and as well as to and also. So after the discussion on lesson objectives, we discussed, as you know already, that Unit 4 is all about celebrations in different cultures, costumes, feasts, and traditions. So this topic is also about the favorite things, the favorite food, okay, celebrations food, and some cultures have one day in a year to celebrate some favorite food day as a favorite food day. For example, in London or Britain, they have pancake day. So before we continue the lesson, I discussed the lesson objectives and then I displayed the vocabulary words as well. So these are the vocabulary words: mixture of substance made from a combination of a different substance or any combination of different things. Flip. If you flip something, it means that you turn it over quickly one or more times. Then serve. Serve means to provide food or drinks. Syrup, a very sweet or thick liquid. Then shamrock, it's a plant that has three round leaves on each stem. Then clover, it's also a small plant with three round leaves on each stem, often fed to cows. Then mythical, not real, okay, only existing in stories. Then zodiac, an area of the sky through which the sun, moon, and most of the planets appears to move. Basically, it displayed by a specific diagram. We also call it zodiac. Then cornucopia, a large amount or supply of something, is called cornucopia. Harvest, the time of year when crops are cut and collected from the fields, is called harvest time. So after the discussion on vocabulary words, we started the lesson and I asked the opening question to the class: do you eat special kinds of food on certain days in the year? So in our culture, if we talk about our own culture, like in Saudi Arabia, okay, we have Eid days. Every year we have Eid al-Fitr and Eid al-Adha. So in both days we celebrate the day with special food feast. Okay, usually on Eid al-Fitr we have some sweet dishes, especially special sweet dishes, and it is different in each country. For example, in Saudi Arabia, it might different from Masr or Sudan, and same like that. In if we talk about Asia, we have other sweet dishes in Pakistan or India. So we the students talk about Eid celebrations, Eid days, and also Ramadan days. Then I also talk about uh, do they know how to make that special food. Some students knew it and some don't. Then we talk about what does it taste like, and I ask them to share the taste so they can know how to talk about food. So some students talk about like their favorite food is like taste salty or spicy or sweet. Okay, and then we read the text about pancake day. Basically this is a special day celebrated in Britain, and it is celebrated every year in February, okay, on Tuesday. So we read this about this celebration. Then we also talked about the pancake recipe. Okay, this is the pancake recipe. So students took a keen interest in pancake recipe as well. Then we talk about these questions in the end of this text, because this is the verbal discussion. So question 1 and question 2 requires your own answer. So you can write it your own, like, do you celebrate pancake day? If you do, then you can write yes. If you don't, then you can write no. Or if you have any similar festival in your culture, you can write about that festival as well. Then I asked them to look at the ingredients. What other flavors or topping would you add? So they talked about their favorite topping or uh, favorite, you can say, the favorite things or the favorite ingredients they would like to add in this pancake recipe. Then question 3, can you work out what amount of ingredients you would need to make pancakes for about 6 people? So then I shared the answer for this question as well. So you can see right now on your screen. So exercise 2, question 1 and 2 requires your own answer. In question 3, 55 gram plain flour, pinch of salt, 1 egg, 100 ml milk mixed with 37.5 ml water, 25 gram butter. Then after that, we talk about the language tip. Okay. And in today's topic is related to the adding information. So if we want to add information in our given sentence, we use both, and, as well as, to, also, and we use these commonly. So after the discussion on these adding information words, we have exercise 3 that we have discussed during the lesson. So this is basically these three uh, elements, or these three things we have already discussed in the vocabulary slide. So I just asked the students to read these descriptions, okay, and then I ask them to encourage them to choose the correct option. For example, like the shamrock or three-leaf clover is the symbol of Ireland and the symbol of St. Patrick's Day, which take place on 17th March each year. The Irish believe that a four-leaf clover brings good luck too. So same like that, we choose the correct options in all three descriptions, and then I displayed the answer as well. Like, I'm going to display it again. So that was the today's lesson. Thank you so much for your participation. Take care and Allah Hafiz.